Hello friends and welcome to another fascinating video of Wisdom Zone, and this is Shubro, and I'm quite sure you have already guessed it because today I have the third part of English grammar made easy for you, and today we are going to discuss about preposition, and we are going to focus on preposition of time. So if you haven't subscribed to Wisdom Zone, please do not forget and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon and continue watching this video till the end, because today I'm going to show you how you too can use preposition of time without committing any mistakes, right? So without further ado, let's get started. So as you see friends, today we have the third part of English grammar made easy for you, and today I am going to emphasize on preposition, and I'm going to focus on preposition of time. So before I move forward, let me quickly give you a brief definition of preposition, because you must know what is a preposition, right? A tip not only for spoken English but also when you are writing any kind of mails or any kind of essay, you need to know how to use preposition in order to ensure that the sentence construction is correct, right? So as you see on your screen, I have already mentioned a brief definition of preposition. As you see, it's mentioned a preposition is a very small word which is often used to show direction, location, time, or situation of someone or something, and it is followed by a noun. It can be a noun phrase or a pronoun. Okay, so that is a brief definition of preposition. That means it is a very small word which often used to show direction, location, time, or situation of someone or something, and it is followed by as you know, a noun. It can be a noun phrase or a pronoun. So let's quickly show you some examples. As you see the first example, I sent a mail to him. Okay, so here I'm talking about, yes, the direction. I sent a mail to him, so to is a preposition, so obviously it is telling me about the direction, right? So this mail was sent to him, the direction that initiated to him. The next is the teacher is in the classroom. It tells me about the location of the teacher, place of the teacher. Okay, that is the teacher is in the classroom, so in preposition is telling me about the location. As you see the next example, he called me in the morning. This is also used, this preposition in is also used to talk about time, that it happened in the morning. So like this way we can use preposition to show direction, location, time, or situation of someone or something. Okay, so I hope it's crystal clear. So without further ado, let's quickly go ahead and discuss today's topic, that is we are going to focus on preposition of time. So before that, let me quickly tell you what exactly is a preposition of time. Okay, so as you see friends, a brief definition is given. A preposition of time is a preposition that allows us to discuss a specific time period. Okay, especially a date. It tells us about a particular period, something that happened. Okay, and when it happened. Okay, when something has happened. Okay, or when something is going to take place. Okay, it tells us about the time. Okay, when something is going to take place or something already happened, right? So that's the use of preposition of time, because it helps us to discuss, or it elaborates about the time period of something. Okay, such as it can be date, it can be, yes, the exact time of something, right? So there are three main prepositions of time, as you see on your screen: at, on, and in. Okay, these are the three main prepositions. And as you see, I have also given a diagram. You must be wondering what exactly it is. It is called a preposition triangle. Okay, as you see on your screen, it's a preposition triangle. So here I'm going to show you how you can use these three preposition, and where to use at, and where to use on, and where to use in. Okay, so as you see the top part, it is at. Okay, that means it refers to a very narrow time period. Okay, so when you're talking about hours or a specific time, that time you use at before it, so it has a narrower space. Okay, so as you see the examples here, let me read it out. I come back home at 6 p.m. So I'm talking about specific time. I have to use at before time. He called me at 8 a.m. Right? So here I'm also using at. Okay, so when you are referring to a time, a specific time, okay, that time we use at, especially hours. Understood? So, and this middle part, as you see on your screen, is slightly broader. Okay, is on. That is the middle part of the triangle. So here, on has a broader spectrum than at. So in case of on, yeah, is used to talk about days. As you see, I have given some examples over here. As you see on your screen, the first is my friend will come on Monday. So when you're talking about any days, okay, during the week, so use on before it. Okay, or any particular occasion. As you see the next example, my father will give me a nice present on my birthday. So it's a particular occasion. That time also I use on. Okay, and when you're talking about a particular date, that time also we have to use on. Okay, as you see the third example on your screen, all the shops remain closed on 25th December. So on 25th December is a date. That's why I have to use on before it. Okay. So I hope it's crystal clear. So let's move on to the third part of this. Yes, that is preposition in, which you see is the bottom part of the triangle or the base part of the triangle, which refers to the widest time period. Okay, so because it used to refer to so many things such as weeks, months, years, decades, centuries. Okay, so in is used to talk about a broader perspective, right? We talk about weeks, months, years, decades, centuries. Before that we use in. Okay, so let me give you some examples, then I think it would be clear. As you see, the first example is in. It rains in September, so I'm talking about month, so I have to use in. The next is I will finish my work in a week, so I'm talking about a period, a week, so I'm using in before it. Okay, then the third is Kevin went to Goa in 2020. Here also I'm talking about a year. Okay, a specific year. That time also we have to use in, preposition of time in before it. Okay, so in case of weeks, months, years, decades, and centuries, we use in before it to signify. Okay, so I hope it's crystal clear. So let me quickly go ahead and just talk about few exceptions. So let me show you there are some exceptions, especially when it comes to minutes. So we talk about minutes, right? So we use in before it, we do not use at. Okay, when you talk about hours, we use in. So you can say in 4 minutes, as you see on your screen the example is given in 4 minutes. Okay, but you cannot say at 4 minutes. And other exceptions are that before morning, before afternoon, okay, before evening we use in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. But we use at before night. Okay, before night we cannot in. So these are some exceptions. I hope it's clear where to use in, where at, and where to use on. Okay, so let's move on. Let me quickly go ahead and do a small exercise which is going to help you immensely to understand, and it would be a nice revision. So as you see on your screen, some sentences are given. So the first is our chemistry class will finish dash 9:30 a.m. So I'm talking about a specific time and hours. Then obviously I'm going to use at. Okay, our chemistry class will finish at 9:30 a.m. As you see the second example, it becomes too hot dash June. So June is a month, and before month we use in. Okay, and the third is I'll call you dash the morning. Again, I'm talking about morning. So again, before morning, before evening, afternoon, we use in. So I will call you in the morning. So the next is, do you remain free dash Saturdays? So here there is a question mark, and here I'm talking about obviously a particular day. Okay, I'm talking about Saturdays, right? So before days, as I already mentioned, any day of the week we use on. So do you remain free on Saturdays? So we have to use on here. So the next example, as you see on your screen, my sister's anniversary is dash 16th January. So most of the people get confused here. They think that yes, a particular month is mentioned, so I have to use in, because before month we use in. But here I'm not talking about month, I'm talking about a date. Okay, when you're talking about a date, as I already mentioned, so we use on. Okay, you have to consider that as a, it's a date, so it's a date obviously. So before that we use on. My sister's anniversary is on 16th January. Okay, so the next is don't call me dash night. So again, quite sure you remember before night we use at. So don't call me at night. So the last example is my uncle comes to my home. That's Christmas. So Christmas is an occasion. So before any occasion we use on, not in, right? Christmas, Diwali, any festival we use on. Okay. So I hope it's crystal clear where to use at, where to use on, and where to use in. And I hope you understood this time triangle which I have showed, which is quite beneficial, right? And obviously, please go through the exercise once again. And before I end, let me quickly remind you, I'm going to come up with some more videos on English grammar, which is going to help you immensely, not only for spoken, but also when you're going to write, that's going to help you. So stay tuned for further informative videos. And if you haven't subscribed to Wisdom Zone, do not forget and subscribe.